Should we say rest in peace to the queen?
What?
Should we say rest in peace to the queen in our intro?
Start the pot off with a
Moment of
moment of
silence.
silence.
Moment of celebration. No, that she's looking up at me.
I think we could address the queen.
Right. I'm not gonna talk about how I've been talking about the queen like on Twitter or anything though. I'm gonna go fuck the queen. Okay. We should be live streaming. Let's make sure that the volume is all good. Looks like it's pretty good. Can you check for me?
Yep. Oh wait, we hadn't said anything by the time I pulled it up.
Oh. My bad. Right. Let me put this on my story. We're good to go.
All right, yeah, we're good. Ready to roll.
I'm so ready to roll. Let me pull up last night's stats too, real quick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
All right, get started. 3, 2. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys podcast. I'm your host Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host Chris Hagan.
You guys doing?
Well, it was a saddened day for the world yesterday, Chris.
It was a tough one for all of us.
It was tough. Sitting in class, got the notification, heart stopped.
Everyone just started bawling.
Yeah, everyone. I think people were collapsing in class. We had to cancel. So if you've been living under a rock, long live the Queen. The Queen has finally passed. And what a day for America, am I right, baby? I mean, the Queen's dead, football's back. It's like we just won the revolution again.
I saw people saying it feels like 1776 again.
We're really
us
back.
Laugh about the Queen, and then watch us play football with our hands.
And watch everyone get higher ratings in every soccer game that ever plays over every tough. Sunday. Yep. But
there's also an American in the Final Four of the U.S. Open right now.
There you go.
So there
you go.
Add some salt in the winds.
So yeah, big ups for America. It really did feel like we won something. And let's get into what really matters. Sorry, we're not a Queen coverage podcast. I don't know what you were expecting, but we weren't covering anything.
Well, can I just say that the people who actually care it's pretty wild.
It's kind of scary.
It is scary. Like, why do you care?
I don't know. Especially
the people that live here care.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's like,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I saw
it's there.
She did not. Oh, the only thing I heard that she's ever done is like conspiracy theories of her doing like heinous criminal activities.
I want to believe.
Yeah, that's how I believe. That's my public perception.
Like a drug lord.
Yeah, my public perception is that like she's like she's just like Jeffrey Epstein.
We got her off the streets.
Yeah, honestly, we got another one bagged. Anyways, let's get in. Very much disrespect. But let's get into it. We have the NFL opening kickoff game, Bills Rams. What a snooze fest.
It was bad.
It was really, really bad.
I mean, it was two teams that didn't even look like they belonged on the same field. I mean, the
No.
first half, like it was even after the first half, but
Yeah, but
it
even
was
when it
still
was
a clear
even,
mismatch. Like they had turned it over, the Bills had turned it over twice, and like
it
you
was
take
just
away two
sloppy
plays, it's
football.
slaughter. Yeah.
So the first half was sloppy football. Then the Bills figured out how to play football and then whooped their ass. Like, absolutely whooped their ass. It wasn't close after they figured out how to play. The Rams couldn't do anything. Like, jack shit.
Yeah. I
I
mean, the game plan again, it seemed to be after a couple of drives, just get the ball to Cooper Cup. It worked for a little bit. Like he had their one touchdown, and then I guess the Bills decided that they weren't going to let that happen anymore, which no one could do last year for some reason.
any
But
normal
like
team.
once they shut that down, it was history.
Yeah, so I was looking at this team and I was looking at them play and I was like, they don't have a single, like, they haven't been using, besides their running backs, a single black dude the whole time. All their
The
offensive
Rams,
line is all white. Matthew Stafford, white as can be. Cooper Kupp, Tyler
Big B,
Higbee, and Ben
who's
Skronecki. They were the top
yeah.
three receivers.
So where's Allen Robinson?
As a guy who has him as my second wide receiver in fantasy, I don't know. He was there. I saw him running around on the field. I didn't see a ball thrown to him. I had to. So I started watching the game somewhere. I moved. I went somewhere else. During that move, that 5-minute car ride, not even, he got one catch for like five. Not what is it? One catch, 12 yards. And then I never saw. I didn't see that, and I never saw him again. So I didn't see him before. I didn't see his catch, and I just never saw him again after.
Him and Cam Akers.
Cam
Where was
Akers,
Cam
though,
Akers? Is he like
look,
not? Is he not on the team anymore?
we were kind of in on that when the Super Bowl. Remember, the Super Bowl happened. They were doing all the Cam Akers props, and we were like, well, let's slow the roll. This guy blows.
Right.
He's still. Their running game sucks. Their running game is
No, it's
awful.
terrible.
Their whole.
Well, and like Akers, like I don't know why people were in on him because he tore his Achilles, which is already a red flag, and then he comes back and he sucks after he comes back from the injury.
Yeah, never.
So nobody was like, at least fancy wise, nobody was like, hey, this guy had like possibly a career altering injury. He wasn't the same when he came back, yet we just expect him to take a step forward this year.
Yeah,
That didn't make any sense to me.
I-
Like obviously it's one game, but he got like 2 carries.
3 for 0 yards.
Right. So what are we talking
And
about?
Daryl Henderson, remember when they drafted him? They were like, "Oh, this is like the next Alvin Kamara." Sean McVay was like, "Oh, I'm trying to use him as Alvin Kamara to Todd Gurley's whatever," and this man sucks.
Yeah, it's buns.
They're both buns, and I was just waiting them for just subbing Jake Funk.
Yeah.
It goes with the game plan. It
And
goes
huge.
get the white and blonde hair in there. Like it's literally
Seriously.
exactly what they want.
He's got LA hair.
Stafford sucked.
Yeah, Stafford was bad.
So was Ramsey.
The line was also not great.
No, the offensive line. That was why I was like, the Super Bowl picks down the drain. I could see them having one bad game and it not still being down the drain, but that offensive line is dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't do anything, and I know it's Von Miller and a good Bills defensive line, but man.
So yeah, I feel like we haven't given any credit to the Bills yet because that was dominant performance.
Yeah, they did.
I guess because we came in expecting a lot from the Rams,
Mm-hmm.
but like the Bills they were favored in the game first of all, and they're everyone and their mom's Super Bowl pick. So like they are a good team, and they're gonna beat a lot of good teams like this.
Yeah, they are. It's getting to the point where there's a lot of Bills fans in my life that are just like coming out of the woodworks.
Oh yeah.
Then it's
Show up.
yeah, they're just there. And yesterday, I'm watching the game. This was the horrific experience I was telling you about. Like every time the Bills did anything, which was a lot in this game, because like the whole second half was domination. It wasn't close the whole time. Like literally ear-piercing yelling and screaming. I couldn't take it. I was like, relax, you guys are up by 24. Like, you don't need to be screaming. Like, it was like the final drive the Rams were doing, and they didn't score, and they're like, yeah! Like, they just won the Super Bowl. I was like, bro, relax. Calm. And then, because I'm a Patriots fan, they're always like, oh, you're just mad because it's the Bills. You're just mad because it's the Bills. And I'm not. Like, it just shut the fuck up. Stop yelling. If it's a close game.
You're not at the game.
No, and if it's a close game and you're watching, like, this is your home and people came over to your home and you're watching it, like if it's a Pats game in my room, I'm gonna be yelling and screaming my head off. But not if I'm up by 30. I guess 20, but still.
It felt like a billion.
It did. I was like after every turnover or whatever, they'd like lose their mind. I was like, they haven't been able to do anything all game.
Yeah,
like, they haven't. They won't do anything all game. They haven't been able to do anything all game.
I mean, once they went up 2 scores, it was over.
Oh yeah,
like, you knew that.
No, it felt like a Madden game, where it's like every one of those interceptions, you're like, I'm not sure they're ever gonna get the ball back.
Yeah, it was a stinker. It was a tough a tough game to start the season on, but it happens.
No, and it happens. And you're right. We haven't given enough credit to the Bills. Shout them out. Whatever. Go on your parade already. But we'll
let's also like settle down for the people on Twitter that are like that have picked the Bills to win the Super Bowl and are like, see, like we were right. Like,
that's
overrated at all. It's like, okay.
Take this win.
16 more games to play.
Yeah, and act like you've been there, Bills fans. Act like you've been there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. The Gabe Davis aspect of this offense is kind of getting scary to me.
I'm just kicking myself for not taking him in fantasy.
Yeah, I am too.
There was a point in the draft where I took somebody else, and then it was one of those moments where like I didn't fully process the pick. I don't think I knew I was about to be picking, so I didn't have something in mind, and then I had to think about it. And then as soon as I made my pick, I saw him sitting there. I was like, "Damn, I wish I would have taken him."
It's just scary how he looks just like Diggs. He literally looks like a copy of Diggs.
That's just
running around next to him. With one number off, and it's just like the same dude running out there.
Yep, and he's always a deep threat.
Yeah, he's always open.
Just tuck the ball up, and now it's either him or Diggs. It's just sitting in the end zone.
It'll be interesting to see the Jamison Crowder versus Isaiah McKenzie battle, because they rotated them in the slot a couple times. Isaiah McKenzie led off the first interception. Jamison Crowder led off the second interception. So even playing field. I guess McKenzie got the touchdown, so up McKenzie, but Crowder got one more catch. I don't know. It's an interesting race.
Tight spot.
So I also thought I really did think James Cook was going to be the James White of this offense, and it doesn't look like it is.
I mean, they just like don't have to run the ball.
No, they don't. Just like
literally
last year.
They don't have to at all.
It's just like last year.
And it doesn't matter. They're one of the few teams where it doesn't matter.
No, I did when they were doing like the intros for the offense and the defense. When they were naming off the Bills' defensive players, I was getting a little nervous for them. It's like there's not a lot of like, I don't know. They have the good safeties. They have Von Miller, and I guess I like Gregory Rousseau and Matt Milano and Tremont Edmonds, but I'm not saying they're like blue chippers. You know, it's like sometimes I think I gotta think about that. This defense isn't it's not like it's by all means the best defense ever. It was just wrecking the Rams.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It is good, but
like the D line is better than you made it out to be.
Yeah, it is, and there's a lot of rotating parts.
Oliver, Epinenza.
All right, yeah, you're right.
And
I just think it's just the secondary that I'm worried about. When they told me that a 6th-round corner rookie was playing, I was like,
yeah, that's fair.
And he didn't get torched, so I guess it was.
Well, yeah. Who are their corners? Like they have Hyde and Poyer, and then who are their corners?
It's Tremont White and Kari Elam, their first-round pick, but White's out for the first 4 games.
Okay, I was gonna say I didn't notice him out there.
So I don't know who is their other corners. I just think it's 2 rookies. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's embarrassing that Rams couldn't.
Yeah, no, the Rams couldn't do any. Rams definitely an embarrassing game by them. And I feel like, did they have this last year where they had a first couple weeks they looked pretty bad?
I mean, there was definitely a point in the season where I remember when we did our mid-season power rankings, and I had them at like 8 or 9.
I still had them at 1, by the way.
You did, yeah.
But yeah, now I made him to pick it again, so I guess that just throw that in.
So is that's your overreaction? Is going to the backup team?
That's like my main overreaction, and I'm still like the Rams. I'm not gonna drop them. They're my pick. That's who I picked, but I'm not confident in it anymore.
Right.
Not at all whatsoever. I didn't know this team was racist. If I knew that, then I definitely wouldn't have picked them. And like, why does it feel like they like sort of need Odell Beckham? It's not what that was not a wrinkle.
It's like a little flair.
It was not a wrinkle I was thinking of when picking the Rams, that they needed Odell Beckham. But I guess
what's the in Office Space, the waitresses and the waiters have to wear the pins and stuff. What do they call that? Is it flair?
It's flair.
Flair? You need more flair? That's that's what Odell
That's
brings.
Odell. He's just one more pin. Just need more flair.
Yeah. You really don't have enough flair.
But isn't that what Allen Robinson is? And
Allen Robinson's lame though.
Dude, you know what?
Like, he's just like he's a good receiver, but he's not.
You know
like,
why he's
like,
lame?
cool.
He hasn't had a good quarterback his whole career. And now he finally gets to Matt Stafford, and Matt Stafford's racist all of a sudden.
Maybe he's just not good anymore. Like, he wasn't good last year. Maybe it's him, and it's not the quarterback.
Oh, we have comments saying Allen Robinson should wear white sleeves and try to get more looks. I agree. Let's get him some skin tone sleeves. Just be like, start talking in like a super, I guess, just white person accent. Just be like, "Hello, Matthew. It's time to go play the old pigskin." All right.
Like the whitest things that you could say to somebody.
Yeah. To start like, I don't know, bringing up like Splenda or something. That's white. That's pretty much white people things. All right. Anyways, let's get on to our first edition of the 2022 season of the Wise Picks. Very excited, Chris. You picked first.
Best time of the year.
It truly is. Truly is. It's the best time of the year when you could roll over, wake up a little bit late, go, we can just do a pod anyways. No prep needed. Just roll over, put on the headphones, call it a day. All right. You picked first, so you go first.
Well, if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you probably know what my favorite pick of the week is, which has to be the Vikings against the Packers. It's +1.5. I mean, like, it has to be.
It has.
I can't get away. The Vikings are the Vikings. You never know what's gonna happen.
You're not worried about like the week 1 Aaron Rodgers whole season of perhaps?
No, because sometimes week 1 Aaron Rodgers is terrible. Think about that game against the Bucks. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago. They got wiped.
Yeah.
And didn't it happen against the Saints too? Or was that the Bucks against the Saints?
I think that was the Bucks.
I know, but he struggled before in week 1. They have there's no Devontae Adams. I'm not worried about the Packers this year, but maybe it takes a couple games. Vikings, on the other hand, new offensive coordinator. Have Justin Jefferson.
Jalen Reagor.
Have Dalvin Cook. Have Jalen Reagor. So I don't know. I saw somebody pick Kirk Cousins to win MVP, and
Michael Irvin.
It's Michael Irvin. I'm all in on it. I love it.
So
I love that.
It feels like if they had the whole division aspect for the Vikings, they got to win this game, don't they? I know it's week 1, but they They gotta do
Send a
this.
message.
They gotta send a message. They gotta start the toner
I
out.
think they will. I think they do. And
Hey.
these games are always weird too.
Oh yeah. No, that's why
Like
the lines are weird. All the lines are
Packers,
fishy because
Vikings.
none of us know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, Packers, Vikings, regardless, it's like a lot of the time it's a coin flip.
Yeah,
People don't realize that,
that's true.
especially in Minnesota. Like these games, like the Vikings beat them a lot at home.
I like it. I'm
Get
there
them as
for it.
underdogs.
Yeah.
Say less.
I'm for it. I'm all for it. All right. It's gonna make a lot of people happy that are back home, Chris, because we normally give them a lot of shit. But I'm having the Ravens, the Week 1 Ravens, versus the Joe Flacco led Jets. -6.5. I think they easily can win by a touchdown. I mean, they normally, whenever they get these weak ass teams in Week 1, they destroy them. So.
Yeah. It's every year. Like it doesn't make any sense. They always
play like the Dolphins or the Jets or
the Bills the year where they were really bad.
Yeah, and they just wreck them. Like they drop 50 on them every time. So
and then there's like the annual press conference at the end of the game where Lamar's like, "Oh, pretty good for a running back, right?" It's like,
big throws,
play a real team. Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I'm taking the hot hand. I'm not missing out on these Week 1 Ravens this year, and it's just like. I know Joe Ravens legend, revenge game, but I'm not rocking with Joe this time. I don't know Joe.
It's Joe Flacco.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Hell, if it's Zach Wilson, I would like that line a little less.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Joe Flacco.
It's like it's a revenge game, but also he's like 45 years old, and
it's 2020.
Good since 2012.
It's 2022, Joe Flacco. It's been 10 years.
Right. So I mean, yeah, it would be cool, like Joe Flacco revenge game, but is it even a revenge game?
No, it's not.
Like they signed him to a big contract, and he played until Lamar got there and won a Super Bowl.
And he played until the contract let out too.
Yeah,
they didn't.
So
trade him.
Yeah, so I don't really think it's a revenge game.
No, I guess not.
I don't know.
Way to ruin the revenge game. Week 1's all. Come on, it's gotta be a revenge game.
I mean, well, we have another one, which neither of us picked actually.
Yeah,
Panthers. All right, my second pick. All of my picks are divisional dogs, which I think is fun in Week 1 because everyone has something to play for. That's why I'm picking Davis Mills +7 against the Colts. Hey. I don't think they're gonna win. I just think they keep it close. This Texans offense could be better than people think.
So every time I open up Instagram, I look at something about Dameon Pierce, their running back. And every time I sit there and I go, I already knew about him while we did our fantasy draft. Why didn't I take him?
Yeah.
But
I mean, who knows? Like maybe all the buzz.
So now I want him to suck.
Oh, okay. You're against the Texans this year. I don't get it.
Just kidding. I don't want him to suck. All right. I do. You're right. They do. But my point was, if that guy does get the hype behind him and works with that hype, gives the people what they want, that could be an offensive rookie of the year candidate. That could be. That's what everyone's saying at least. So put that on a team with Davis, Brandon Cooks. We're cooking with gas now. Yeah. I mean, I can see them keeping it close. It's also the Colts. Colts have been. I mean, we saw it with the ending of last year with the Jaguars. It's been really weird with them facing divisional teams.
We'll probably pick up right where they left off. Not a good thing.
I like it. All right. This one's for you, Chris. Commanders -2.5 versus the Jaguars. We're riding with the Redskins this week, baby.
I'm worried about the Jags.
I'm
really worried.
Look, I think on paper, I think your team is still better. That's why they're favored, I guess. But
I think on paper we're significantly better.
Oh. Interesting.
I mean, would you just on paper the defense is still like a top 10 defense?
Yeah, I agree.
They were a bottom 10 defense last year.
So Chase is not playing, correct?
He's out at least 4 weeks.
So he's on the pup. And what was up? So they didn't like him going to Von Miller's camp. That's where he
That
got
was
injured.
That was a fake story.
Good.
I don't know
Stop it
why
now.
that was.
Stop
I don't
it
know
in
why
its
it was
tracks.
leaked.
Yeah.
It was pretty immediately was shot down. Like Bleacher Report, I think deleted it.
Oh.
I don't know where that came from. People just trying to get after Chase for no reason. It's just doing his thing. He hasn't left camp all summer.
Yeah. Good.
So I don't know where that. He wasn't even invited to the camp because they knew he was rehabbing.
That's weird. That's a weird.
So I don't know where that story came from. But yeah, get out of here. Don't believe that.
I won't. I won't. That's why I'm riding with him. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not even playing, but I like
He'll be
it.
on the sideline.
He'll be hyping up the fans.
Yeah.
Get everyone ready. It's at home, right?
At home. And it will actually be a home game because the Jags don't travel well.
No, they don't travel at all. They
No,
don't
it's
have
not
enough
like it'll
fans
be.
to travel.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're right. It'll be a home game. It'll be, and I think this is a big thing because who knows with FedEx Field, but I think people will want to show up to see the first ever Commanders game. Don't you think?
Possibly. I mean, I kind of want to go, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should. I bet the
No.
tickets aren't expensive. I bet.
They're not. It's like $40.
Oh, come on. You should go see them.
I want to go. I have COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Which I forgot.
We ever talked about it. I was going to ask you,
Talk about
too.
that at the beginning.
We'll talk
But
about
yeah,
it at the
that's why
end. Well, yeah, but just sneak peek at the end. Chris got good. All right. Next up. You're up. Last pick.
All right, my final pick. I'm starting to hate my picks, which is a good sign. Like the more I hate them, the more confident I am. But I have the Steelers plus 6.5 against the Bengals.
I don't understand this, Chris. I'm not gonna.
Okay, I love Mitch.
Yes.
First and
Check.
foremost,
Check.
my hero. The Bengals are gonna have a Super Bowl hangover. I know they didn't win, but I feel like there might be a little bit of a hangover there. And I have a third reason. That'd be it. Divisional team in September, 6.5 points.
It's also.
I think it's a close game. I think like no matter how bad the Steelers are, I think they can keep this game within 6.
I was gonna say too. It's the fact that it's just Steelers Bengals.
Yeah, like I'm
Steelers,
not picking them to
yeah.
win.
It's true.
I think the Bengals probably win by 3 or 4. That's just get inside the number. That's all.
solid. I mean, as a Najee Harris fantasy owner, I need him to run the works. I had a dream last night that he got carted off, and I like woke up in fear. Woke up with like a sweat. I was like, oh Jesus Christ. It was in this Bengals game too.
Down the drain.
No, like it was like the first carry, and he just gets like knocked out, literally on the just like flat on the field. I had to get carted out, and I was just like,
That's hard.
I was like looking up backups. I was like, who has them? McFarland. I know Chris has him somewhere. He's gonna trade me. He's gonna trade me the King's ransom for him. And I was livid.
I actually think they cut McFarland.
No, not
I
McFarland.
think they did. Maybe he's on their practice squad now, but
It's but anyways, hopefully Najee can get it working, and it's a closer game. And it's always fun when these AFC North games are a 1-score game.
Yeah.
I don't want to see an AFC North divisional game not be 1-score unless it's the Browns getting shit stomped by someone.
Yeah, right. No, that's my. I mean, it sounds like you're on board with me now.
Yeah, you've convinced me. I'm there for it. Mitch, and also I saw a Mitch jersey last night out in the flesh, a Bears Mitch jersey. I was like, and it was like one of the alternate ones too. I was like, like this guy just spent serious bucks on the Mitch jersey. And you're right. Ever since then, I'm ready for it. All right, my last pick. This one, I was looking through the board up and down, trying to find the sneaky pick, the good pick. And then this one is just like, it's the boring, dumb pick that's staring at you right in the face. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, -2.5, versus them boys. Didn't we see this opening night last year?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a close game, wasn't it, though? They didn't cover. I think this was the same thing.
I don't think they. I think
But
they were.
I
Bigger
think this
favorites.
Cowboys team
No.
is way worse than it was last
Yeah.
year. Maybe not
No
way
Amari
worse, but
Cooper.
worse than it was last year. They have no offensive line anymore.
Did you see that Zeke and Pollard are gonna split carries?
Yeah, I did. My fantasy team. This might be one of my worst years yet.
Already in shambles.
I'm already like ready to do the punishment. It's really gonna be a long season. Might have to make some trades before Sunday.
Wait a minute. We
We
got
break some breaking news.
I mean, this is actually like 2 hours old, but it's a statement from Ravens general manager. Despite best efforts on both sides, we were unable to reach a contract extension with Lamar Jackson. Greatly appreciate how he's handled this process. We are excited about our team with Lamar leading the way. We will continue to work towards a long-term contract after the season, but for now, we're looking forward to a successful 2022 campaign.
He's a Dolphin next year. Which I would hate. I would not want that whatsoever.
Yeah, that would be tough.
But
I mean, how could you lose him?
He's from Miami because he doesn't have an agent, so he's probably like, I want $25 million guaranteed. I don't, dude. I feel like it's hard to negotiate with Lamar.
Probably,
you've seen him talk. It's probably pretty hard to negotiate with him, considering he's his own agent. Probably like, Lamar, we just can't give you the whole contract guaranteed. With Jit, come on, big trust, come on, G. Like, all right. In a serious note, the God, what was I gonna say? Lamar, are they actually gonna let him walk?
That's what I'm saying.
Even if he's sitting there demanding Deshaun Watson money, Deshaun Watson got that money. It's not the Browns. Yeah. It's the Browns' fault, but that's what you're gonna have to pay him because that's what the market is now. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they try to see if they can win with him this year. But what do you do if you don't have Lamar? You've just spent the past 4 years building this team centered around Lamar.
The whole offense is centered around him. You have to change everything, unless you just try to find another one. Like
Huntley.
There's literally not another one.
Run with Huntley instead.
Yeah. Honestly, they would be like, "Oh, we love Huntley."
Oh yeah, no, the Ravens fans would be like, he's just basically Lamar.
But yeah, I don't know where you go from there if don't bring it back.
I think it's gonna be. Look, ever since Rodgers, I am not convinced any quarterback's leaving anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they can give me this. They can give me the same story the next 3 years.
Yep.
And it'll be the same story. They'll franchise tag him, and then it'll be like, Lamar's not going to play on the franchise tag. And then it's going to be all summer of Lamar negotiations, and then he's going to play.
Yep.
And then he's going to be like, all right, we need long-term extension after this year. And then it's all going to work out. So,
yep.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the rest of the teams, the rest of the games that we haven't discussed. The Eagles-Lions, the fact that neither one of us took this, I don't know what we're scared of.
I don't know.
Because
maybe it's Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Like
maybe that's
much
why.
Grit.
We saw all the grit that they're going through. That we know damn well Serrano's not that gritty.
Serrani is not preaching the gospel of grit.
No, not at all.
I know that.
Not at all. He's like giving them time off, letting them sit on their phones a little bit.
Yeah. So maybe that's. I mean, it's 4.5. Lions plus 4.5 at home against Eagles. I don't know what it is. I almost just took the Lions, but I have a rule that I won't bet on the Lions.
That's a good rule.
I had to set that in place last year after they played the Bears. After they were like 10-point underdogs against the Bears and didn't cover.
I don't know. I think the Eagles should be fine. I think they should cover, but I don't know. I want to see it first. I want to see it to believe.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I saw somebody like their top 10 NFL rosters, and the Eagles were like number 5.
Oh.
That seemed a little bit high. And I don't know, like Hurts holds me back, I think.
Hurts, it'll always just be Hurts for me.
Yeah.
I just want to see him play a couple great games first because we haven't seen it.
I want to see him throw the ball.
Niners Bears. That one, I was thinking about it. The -7 for the Niners. Thinking about it, and then I just imagined Trey Lance looking like complete booty cheeks,
Yeah.
and this offense just not being able to score. And I think the defense will be fine. I think the defense is great for the Niners, but for some reason, I can just see this offense being inept to score. And halfway through the season, seeing Mr. Jimmy Garoppolo coming back in, I think he's slowly becoming my favorite quarterback in the league again.
I like Jimmy now. I
I'm
used to
all
hate
for him.
and
I'm
I'm
all
all
for
for him now.
because the sheer disrespect.
Yep.
He can
He
bring you
takes
to a
you
Super Bowl
Super Bowl and then an NFC Championship, and it's
and
like,
then
nah,
canned.
I don't want him.
And
don't want
then
him.
they don't even do him the due diligence of cutting him, giving him the rest of his salary, and letting him go to a team that needs him. He's just sitting there as backup, and he was clearly okay with it. You know why? Because Shanahan gave him a deal. They're like,
Yeah.
if Trey sucks and we're still floating around and can make the playoffs, we're gonna need you, Jimmy.
Yep. You're coming in.
You're definitely coming in. And if I was Lance, I would be pretty pissed about this. I guess we didn't really talk about this whole Jimmy thing yet.
I'd be nervous, I think.
I would think I would be shitting bricks. At one or two bad games, and Jimmy's right there breathing down your neck. If Tom Brady can't handle Jimmy G's pressure, how is Trey Lance gonna handle Jimmy?
He's just sitting back waiting. He knows.
And
he knows it's coming.
He's handsome Jimmy. He's dated a porn star. Like he has no fear. He knows he's getting in the game eventually.
Oh yeah.
But he's sitting there just like, my time will come. I can watch you bumble around for a couple games or two, and I'll be here collecting a check.
Yep. So part of me believes that. The other part of me was very close to betting on Trey Lance to win MVP.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Just because, like, I thought about Mahomes and how, like, the first Mahomes year he sat the whole time. He played like the last game of the season, and then the next year, like, he just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, dropped 50 touchdowns.
Right. Yeah. So that there was the odds were so low that it was like plus 2,500. It's like, that's pretty low for him to win MVP. Like Josh Allen is like plus 700.
Yeah, I don't know.
So.
We'll see it after this game because this is a good game for them to warm up on.
Yeah.
If Trey Lance needs a warm up game, they got one because
That's right.
he's going to be getting the ball a lot. He's going to have a lot of opportunities with the ball, and the Bears defense, I mean, it's not a bozo defense, but it's not great. All right.
Over under 40.5 in that game.
That's so brutal.
It's disgusting.
Lowest so far we've seen.
They should not even air that game.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to watching that one. Besides to see Lance.
Yeah.
All right. Saints Falcons. Another one. I don't know what we're doing here. Like, at least for me, I'm so tired of having to post the picture of Patrick with all the hooks in his mouth and saying Brady on the next episode of the podcast, because I swear I fall for it every time. So this Saints one, I'm just letting it sit. I'm letting it settle.
Yeah.
I do think the Falcons are going to be dog shit. I do think the Saints are going to be really good, but I got
Week 1 in the division.
Yeah, week 1 in division. I got to
Anything
stay
can
away.
happen.
I got to stay away.
I kind of like under 43.
Yeah,
I don't think the Falcons will score at all. I think the Saints offense is suspect, at least right now.
Michael Thomas.
Well, Thomas hasn't played with Winston. Landry hasn't played with Winston. So, like, Kamara's the only guy.
Neither has Olave either.
Right, Olave's a rookie. So, that's their top 3 guys he's never played with. And he's coming off injury. And it could be a slow start.
I can see that. Pats Dolphins.
What do you think? How do you feel?
I'm not scared of Tua. I'm scared of the rest of the team.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Dolphins is, like, if they had a good quarterback, they would easily be second in the division, maybe even pushing first. But because of Tua, I have no confidence in them.
Not 2-0.
The Pats, they looked at it. They had a rough preseason.
Don't ignore it.
All right, all right. They had a rough training camp. Their
Again.
offense, their offense on paper is looking rough. they
Okay, so the offense, the coordinator thing is a little bit concerning. That was a story earlier. It's still
So
like I
there's
can't accept that those guys are going to be the coordinators.
so there's 32 NFL teams and 31 of them have offensive coordinators. It seems like that's kind of a thing people do in the league. So I don't know what they're trying to go against the grain, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, they have offensive coordinators, but they're not
They're not,
real offensive
and
coordinators.
their title is not offensive coordinator. Neither of them. There's no one on the
What is
team.
their title?
It's like I think it's assistant to the head coach, and like this is like some office type shit. And then like I think it's like offensive. It's not offensive
Like
coordinator.
Mike Patricia's assistant head coach and Belichick.
Yes.
No, assistant to the head coach.
Yeah, assistant to the head coach. And then I think Joe Judge is like the assistant to the assistant head coach. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God.
The AARM, or what
Oh.
is it? Assistant regional manager.
Yes, yeah. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. I don't know how this team's gonna look. I honestly have no idea. The defense is also looking pretty rough. It's gonna be a weird season. A weird Pat
So
season.
you were saying like 11 games though.
I still think they can.
Are we not? This is not. These things are not matching up.
All right. I'm just covering all bases here because, like I just said, they're gonna be a weird team. If
Right.
everything, like roster-wise, I think they could squeeze out 11 wins, try to get there, just based off chemistry. Like I like Kendrick Bourne and Mac Jones. I like the addition of Devontae Parker. I like the running backs. The offensive line I don't think is as bad as. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Mac I love, of course, but the defense, like, there's no good linebackers. There's no good secondary players. And we have no one to call the plays, so we'll see.
It's one of those like they could be good, they could be bad.
Literally, I have no way to judge this team. I've been flipping on them every week, as you can probably tell from just this conversation alone.
It's true.
All right.
So what are we taking in the game?
I would take Pat's money line. I'd say they gotta win this. Look, they gotta win it. They got if they want to compete in the AFC, they gotta win it. So
Yeah.
I think they can disrupt Tua. I don't know. I don't think, and I also think we're gonna see Tua overthrow Tyreek Hill a lot or underthrow him a lot. This game.
Even though he's the most accurate quarterback he's played with.
Yes, in the league.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's a stay away game for me.
Yeah, no, I would.
I don't know anything about either of these teams.
I would stay.
Like I have to see it. I have to watch these teams for at least like 5 weeks. I think.
Yep, I would agree on that one.
I'm not touching it.
All right, Browns Panthers, the first pick'em, the first pick'em of the season. Yeah, no, this is revenge of all revenge games.
Yep.
Like, this is the textbook revenge game.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Jacoby Brissett. He's over there like, man, what did I do? Baker's like, fuck you, like yelling at the ground. Jacoby Brissett's over there like, man, I'm just here.
Sorry, like I've been on the Colts.
Yeah, I was on the Dolphins last year. Like, come on.
Yeah, like I just come in and throw Hail Marys. It's.
Remember when he did do that for Philip Rivers? That was so funny.
I miss that Colts team.
That was a great Colts team.
I just miss Phil in general.
This should not be. By the way, this should not be a pick'em. This should be. It was Panthers. What, minus a half? At least 1.5.
It was at least 2.
I saw 2. So
I don't like that it's moving back. That scares me.
I don't like it either, but I'm not going. I'm going against the grain. I'm sticking with the Panthers here. That's what they. Nothing's changed. Sean's not playing. And I don't know. There's a sneaky suspicion that this Panthers team could be kind of decent.
I don't think so.
You don't think
I don't
so?
trust Matt Rule at all. I think he's a
All
boob.
right, I do think the coach is a boob, but like I think the players are good. They have J.C. Horn. They have what's it, Brian Burns.
Yeah.
Um, they have Yeetus
Guy from
Gross-Matos.
Auburn.
Yeah, the guy from
That
Auburn,
guy's
Derek
name.
Brown, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Uh, Jeremy Chin.
And they have a good offense too.
Yeah, they have DJ
Jay
Moore,
Moore, McCaffrey,
McCaffrey, now
Robbie.
Baker, Robbie.
I don't know about their line.
I don't know. They just drafted one. Uh,
Michael Jordan's their left tackle, so it's gotta
Jordan.
be a good thing. They have Matt Ioannidis too on the line. Shaq Thompson.
Yeah, Shaq. Oh wait,
I mean,
didn't Shaq Thompson? Didn't he go to the Eagles?
he's on their depth chart.
Who went up to? Oh no, never mind. That was Son Riddick. Son Riddick went to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaq Thompson's there. Yeah, I mean they have some players. So
Yeah.
You're right. It's Matt Rule. I don't trust at all though.
Yeah.
I think he's a bozo. All right, Commanders we talked about. Giants Tennessee. This is one of those games that I don't want to even see on Red Zone. I don't even want.
I mean, the Titans. I'm already kind of sleeping on. Like I'm kind of done with
snoozed.
them.
I'm snoozed.
Giants obviously
Yeah.
are a lifetime snooze fest. So yeah, I'm with you there. I don't. And it's another stay away from me though. Like
Yeah, it's
if
also
I had to
stay
pick,
away.
I'd take the Giants. I think 5.5.
I agree, honestly. I don't like the Titans in this because I don't know again what to think of them right now.
No, I don't either. A
All
lot
right,
of moving pieces on offense.
this one I was gonna take. This is if I were to get a mulligan on my Super Bowl pick, it would be the Kansas City
Chiefs.
Chiefs. But I'm not going to because that's not how this shit works. But I think I don't know why I didn't pick him in a wise pick. They might stomp the Cardinals. I really hate this Cardinals team.
I do too.
I hate it to my core. I hate this Cardinals team. And almost out of just pure pettiness, I hate this Cardinals team.
Yeah, and it's not even like they're a rival or anything of you.
No, I just don't like them. I don't like Cliff.
I don't like him
I don't
either.
I don't like Kyler.
That stupid image, I can't get out of my head of him at the end of Hard Knocks when they do like the preview for the in-season Hard Knocks, and he's just like sitting like
looking at nothing,
staring at the screen.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
No,
I don't like you.
And also remember when the COVID draft happened? They're like, this is his house, and it's like Bat Mansion. It's
like dude, awesome. That's
so cool. Their defense, if you look at their roster sucks. I'm not even lying. Their roster blows. Look at their defensive depth chart. There's not anyone that you're scared of.
Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons hasn't done anything in the league. I mean,
I know.
I still like him as a prospect. I liked him as a great in college. I wanted him to. I loved him when he was in the draft, but they haven't been able to use him.
You're not scared of JJ Watt?
No, I'm not scared. You tried to keep that straight face for way too long. I was not scared.
Not a lot there. Buda Baker, I guess.
Buda Baker, yeah, solid safety, but great. That's the least important position on the defense.
About Hollywood.
Not scared of Hollywood. Not scared of anyone on their line. Bollywood. Hopkins isn't there for 6 weeks. Their running backs aren't great. Look, I'm just out. I'm out. Out on the card.
I'm out too. I would love for this to be a slaughter.
Yeah, I would too. It's funny now without Tyreek Hill. I hate to say this, but the Chiefs getting a little likable.
I've always liked the Chiefs.
I mean, I've always hated.
I mean,
they're
I guess there's been moments where I'm sick of them.
Especially with the amount of disrespect they're getting.
Yeah. Well, the problem is Jackson and Brittany. That's why everyone hates them. Yeah, and I guess Tyreek Hill, is it his kid or his girlfriend that he beat up?
Both.
Oh, okay.
No, you're right. I did for Jackson's been quiet, so is Brittany. So
Yeah.
maybe
Well,
that's
season they
maybe
haven't
that's it.
won a game
Maybe
yet.
that's
It'll
that.
happen like the second. They'll probably be in there Arizona,
Yeah, they'll definitely
screaming
be
their
in
heads
Arizona.
off. It's like, all right.
Hey, let's see the theory though. They keep quiet. It could be a Super Bowl run coming. Could be a Super Bowl run. All right. Raiders Chargers. We see this going to overtime again. This a tie. Is this a tie that we wanted last year?
Yeah.
In all honesty, look, if you're the Chargers, you got to make a statement. You got to make a statement and beat the brinks off these Raiders. I don't think they will. I think it'll be close, but you gotta try. You gotta try to beat the brinks off them. Honestly, I don't see this Raiders team being able to keep up with this Chargers team. But again, as we've been saying, that's all on paper. This Chargers team, it's the Chargers.
In games like these, I almost just want to take whoever the underdog is. Because they all feel like coin flips.
They also, I want to take like the Raiders got that half a point. I want that half a point.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go with the Raiders if we have to bet this one.
I don't hate it.
All right. The final game. Another revenge game. Russ. Versus the Seahawks. Broncos country. You made a joke.
12 man.
All right, you take the Raiders.
I
don't believe it.
I don't know what you don't like about it. It's 6.5 points at home. It's week 1. It's Geno Smith slinging the rock. I don't think the Broncos are that good.
I don't think they're world beaters, but you say they're at home. What does that mean to Russell Wilson? They're gonna cheer for him.
Guess, but
I don't know, the fact that like Tyler Lockett.
I'm not saying they're gonna win. I'm saying it's gonna be closer than you might think.
All right, that's fair, but I don't think so either. I think it's gonna be
okay.
I think at least a touchdown. I don't know. I mean, I think Russ has a lot of weapons on the Broncos. I think he's got a good team, and I don't think the Seahawks are a good team.
No, I think the Seahawks are terrible.
So why do you like them?
I don't know, because I have a disease. Look at my picks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're asking for the hardest road.
I can't take a favorite to save my life.
No, you're playing the long game. The hardest road.
The dogs are barking.
Yeah.
This week. Monday at 8:00, I'm gonna end up betting this game.
And you're gonna be betting the Seahawks.
Try to win what I lost on the Texans and the Steelers.
Oh my god. All right. Well, sure. I guess they can keep it close. Let's keep I'm excited to see Geno, honestly.
I'm so excited to see Geno.
Like, I think I'm glad it's on Monday night because I don't have to miss it.
This is a great Monday night game.
At
first, I was like, really, the Seahawks on Monday night? And then I was like, oh, but Geno Smith, Russell Wilson homecoming. This is perfect.
It's great.
Love everything about it.
And I'm already looking ahead. Next Thursday, Chargers, Chiefs. Oh,
really? So they always do this. Like the first Thursday night game or the first couple Thursday night games are good.
Oh yeah, and then they have the stinkers.
Yeah, right.
Dude, all right, let's look at
this week. The Falcons will be hosting the Texans. And it's like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Where's the Panthers last year? It was the Panthers Texans like week 3.
I remember that.
All right, give me a break.
All right. No, I need the just Thursday night football schedule. We did this last year. We probably did the year before. Come on. I don't see it. No, Titans Packers. We needed Titans Jags. Thursday night, we needed it. But instead we got Titans Packers. Which isn't bad.
Okay, there are some decent Commanders Bears is a stinker.
Commanders Bears. That's
Falcons Panthers week 10. There's your Thursday night game. There are actually, I'd say, more good games than bad.
Yeah,
Jags Jets week 16. Yes, that is the one.
Oh hell yeah!
That's a great one. Why is every Thursday night game not this? Jags Jets is perfect.
Damn, Titans on Tuesday.
New York in December too. It's gonna be freezing.
I mean, Raiders Rams is gonna be fun. Titans Packers will be fun.
Dolphins Bengals.
Ooh, Ravens Bucks. That's a great
Yeah.
game. Broncos Colts. That could be a good game.
Yep.
Oh, Dolphins Bengals though. Come on. Browns Steelers, and it's not even Deshaun. That's a shit game.
Oh, I forgot the Steelers were bad.
It's weird that the Steelers are bad.
It is weird, but like they might not be.
I know there's a chance that there's not that
They'll
they're
probably
not.
win 8 games.
I think they'll win. I think they'll win 9. They've never had a negative record.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's where those two are pretty. This stretch of week 3 to week 6 is pretty horrendous. Steelers Browns, Dolphins Bengals,
Okay.
Colts Broncos is fine.
Not
Commanders
super
Bears.
interesting. But Commanders Bears is brutal.
Yeah, that
Steelers Browns is worse, but
it's
I don't
not.
think
It's not.
Dolphins Bengals is bad either.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see what the Dolphins look like. I really have no idea what they're
That's
gonna look
true.
like.
True.
All right. That's all the games, right? We didn't miss any.
Nope. We covered them all.
It'll be like week 3 until we miss a game.
Yeah.
Because it'll just be so. Actually, we normally miss the games in the recap. It's just like
Right.
there's gonna
Well,
be a
because
game.
you have games like the Titans Giants, and you're like.
I was gonna
whatever.
say the Titans Giants is gonna be the one we skip.
It's just the most we'll talk about that game. So if you're a fan of one of those teams, soak it up now because we won't be talking about it.
Soak it in.
Unless something outrageous happens, we probably won't. Like Daniel Jones would have to throw for 400 yards, I think, for us to even mention it.
Probably. Yeah, it'd have to be like a 30, 36, 32 type game, like a really high scoring one. All right.
Before we finish, can I talk about Wentz?
Yeah.
So there's been some serious slander, and I just want to go to bat to my guy. The Ringer ranked him as number 28 in starting NFL quarterbacks, and 538 put him at like number 34. Had like Nick Foles ahead of him.
What?
And Teddy Bridgewater and Geno. So I just want to say, like, people are forgetting, A, that he would have been MVP that year if he didn't hurt his knee. And B, like, I know they had the bad game against Jacksonville, but that was a playoff team.
Yeah.
They were a game away from the playoffs. He's not bad. Like, he's not a world beater.
No,
he's not a Pro Bowler, but he's decent.
The word you're looking for is that he's not horseshit. Like that 34th is horrendous. 28,
like they're saying he shouldn't even be starting.
Is bad. Yeah, 28 is bad. He's not a backup quarterback. I agree with that. And he's a mediocre quarterback that should be ranked around in the 12 to 20 range.
Yeah. So that's all I'm asking for. Give him like a little bit of respect. Actually, I love disrespect him.
Yeah,
because that just makes the story better when they're in first place in week 9.
I also don't see, like, no one was saying this last year when the Colts got him. They were like big ups, big ups for the Colts. And I guess
it's recency bias. It's because that one game he was bad.
And he was pretty bad. But
also, like, it's the whole team. It's not like he lost that game.
No, yeah. It's
like Frank Reich should have been fired for that game, I think.
Yeah, if it wasn't Frank Reich, he would have gotten fired. Like, if that was a new coach or whatever, he would have gotten fired.
Yeah, no. I was like, that's a game you can't lose. Like, you should fire him. But, like, yeah, it's partly on Wentz. It's partly on Reich. It's partly on everybody else. But I think Jim Irsay's a dick. I think he was mean to him. Be nice to him here for a little bit at least.
I was hearing on the Bill Simmons pod too. They were slandering Ron Rivera too. I was like, Riverboat Ron?
He had cancer.
Yeah,
there's some respect.
Come on, Bill Simmons.
It's because it's the Snyder trickle down. It's like everyone sucks because of him.
No, so, it really does.
It's bad. Sometimes it's true.
It's a sore eye. It's a sore eye in your organization.
It is. But I just want to say, Carson, I believe in you.
We're there for Carson.
I'm on board.
We're there for Carson.
All right. As long as they win this week.
Yeah, you got
If
to
not,
look, revenge game again.
you
Revenge
have to
game.
you have to win this game. This is a must-win game. It's week 1.
There's a lot.
So
It's funny. I think the Pats have a must-win game too. I think the Vikings have a must-win game. I think there's a lot of must-win games in this week 1.
I think the Panthers is a must-win.
Oh, I think so too. You can't
Panthers
lose
definitely
to
is a must-win.
There's tone setter games. This is it.
Chargers is a must-win.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. It's immediately up the stakes.
Yep.
When you say it's a must-win game, that changes everything.
And that's the one thing too. It's like it takes one guy to be like, I think this is a must-win game. Just look at the schedule. You have to win this game. And then you're starting to think about it, and you're like,
oh no.
And you're like, holy shit, we don't win this game, we're not making the playoffs.
That was
And
the
it's
Redskins
like
last
week
year
one.
against the
It's
Giants. In week 2, they got beat by the Chargers week 1, and week 2 against the Giants. I was like, this is literally a must-win game. They have to. If they don't win this, they're gonna miss the playoffs. And they did. And I remember like it was that game where they missed the field goal and the Giants jumped off sides, and I was like on the ground with my head down. I was like, the season's over. It was week 2. Week 2's an electric week because they always throw that number up where it's like, did you know the teams that start 0-2 make the playoffs like 3% of the time? It's like, damn, we have to win.
The first 3 weeks are the best because you're just like, after every game, you're like, we're not winning another game. Or it's like, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Right,
like those are the only 2 options after week 3.
Oh, I'm surprised there's not a parade in Buffalo right now.
Oh, yeah. Neither am I.
Like, everyone will take off work on Monday to have a Bills parade.
The first 2 weeks, it's like you win the first 2 games, you're set up for the Super Bowl. You lose if you lose 1 out of the 3, your season's over.
Yep.
Bottom dwellers. So I love this time of year. I'm so excited for it.
I'm very excited. I'm even excited for my own team.
No, I'm just excited to watch the board. I'm watching Red Zone, everything. Like I'm so excited just to see it all. All right, let's get some college corner in. You got anything?
I mean, I'm at home.
Yeah.
I have COVID.
Let me ask you something. Did you just start doing rush events?
I mean, technically, yeah.
I don't want to get you guys in trouble, but
Monday was the start of rush.
That seems like now you have coronavirus. Seems like it's a common denominator.
Yeah, I mean,
how you feeling?
Tough. I feel fine. I mean, you can hear it in my voice. I'm just stuffy and tired.
Yeah, that's how I was.
And my symptoms started Monday night, and then I took a test. Was it yes? No, it was Wednesday. I took a test because I had just seen my grandparents. So I was like, all right, well, if I have it, I want to know, let them know in advance. I tested, and it was like immediate.
Yeah, just
like that little line just boom. And I was like, damn it. Well, maybe if I wait 15 minutes, like it'll go away. That was my thinking. I was like, let me just sit. I won't look at it, and then I went back. And
maybe it fades.
You know how, like in the directions, it's like even a little faint line is a positive test. This was the boldest, blackest line that you could see. So it was a tough look. I mean, I'll probably test when I don't have symptoms. So hopefully tomorrow. And then if I'm negative, I'll be out of here.
Back into it.
But
nice.
Yeah, right back into it.
You guys, do you have a home game this week?
Nope.
All right, well, that's good.
Yeah. That's Charlotte, which is a stinker.
Charlotte. Ugh.
Yeah.
They're just the big green sea, right? Because we play them.
Yep. Yeah, right. Because we're looking at the schedule.
Yeah. How do you guys think you're doing against Charlotte? It should be.
I think we're like 28-point favorites.
Oh yeah, that should be a dub.
They're like a bad 26 right now. We're under 67.5. Holy shit.
I'm really nervous about Arkansas.
I think you guys are gonna get smoked.
I think we are too. Like I think we're gonna get hammered.
I hate to say it. I hate to be a downer. But...
No, I'm there with you. I think Spencer's gonna get his head killed, like knocked off. And talk about must-win games. It's literally like it's a must-win game. So that's all right. I'm all right with it.
It's at Arkansas, right?
Yeah, it's at Arkansas.
Well, at least you can say if you lose, like it was a road game, week 2, they're all fired up. So.
Yeah, but then the issue is then Georgia comes to town next week.
Georgia.
So it's really
And that's just like hide your kids.
no,
hide your
honestly.
wives.
Yeah, no.
Georgia's showing up.
Yeah, Georgia's coming out. It's like they're gonna be wearing black for our funerals. Like that's it's the and it's funny because I'm like super pumped for it. We have to start.
No.
No, I'm super pumped just to like because it's a noon game and now we're in the frat lots. I have to wake up at like 6 a.m. to get ready. I gotta get ready ASAP.
I mean, just stay at the tailgate. Don't even go.
You think? Don't even request a
go.
ticket.
Don't even request. Well, request a ticket maybe like so you can get your points or whatever. I don't know how your system works, but
we have to go to the game to get the points.
Right. Yeah. So just scan and.
I know
you'll know after 2 drives how the game's gonna go.
No, and yeah, I'll know after the first drive is a punt that we're fucked. So, but I like now that we're in the frat lots, talk about a pregame. It's the pregame of all pregames, and now I have to do it at like I'm just pregaming the night before. And just
don't go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Like, yeah, just go to sleep. Be ready when I wake up. Already pregame.
Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. Those noon games are tough.
Yeah, and come on, it's Georgia. You're gonna make us. So they're literally the NCAA was like, all right, let's get these kids hot, drunk, in a stadium where they're gonna get destroyed at 12 noon. The Carolina Heat.
Yep.
We're all gonna be so miserable afterwards.
Yeah, it's
gonna be so awful.
Part of the job.
And the worst part about like a brutal noon game like that is like then you just got nothing afterwards. You just got nothing to do.
Yep.
There's no celebration parties. You're just sitting there just dead.
Yep. It's a great nap.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great nap.
The post noon game nap is a top 3 nap.
It gets you ready for the next tomorrow, the Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
That's the thing about football. You just bounce back.
Bounce
back the next day.
Always bounce.
It'll be fine.
All right. Well, I think that does it, right?
That's all.
First edition of the Wise Picks this week. Riding with us. I'm putting them all in the par. I think every week.
I think the Wise parlay hit at least twice last year.
I'm gonna put them all in.
Which means if you bet it every week, you would have made money.
Yeah. I'm gonna bet it. I'm gonna bet it every week. We're a man to our words. We got bet it. I'm gonna bet every week.
Yep.
So, all right.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody on Tuesday. Good luck with all your teams, and go Pats, go Commanders.